Why can't I move my legs? I woke up to use the bathroom and my legs wouldn't move. They just hung off the bed like dead weight when I tried to stand. I told my husband I couldn't move my legs and he thought he was joking, but finally called 911 when I couldn't stop crying. The EMTs arrived within 10 minutes asking if I'd fallen or hit my head. I hadn't done anything. I'd gone to bed walking and woken up paralyzed. They did quick neurological tests in the ambulance and exchanged looks I didn't like. At the emergency room, they rushed me in for an MRI thinking spine injury or stroke. The neurologist came in with the results looking confused. Your scan is completely normal, she said. No spinal compression, no lesions, no nerve damage. Structurally, everything looks perfect. Then why can't I move? I asked. We're going to run more tests, she said. They did blood work looking for infections or autoimmune disorders. They did nerve conduction studies that showed my nerves were working fine. They stuck needles in my legs for an EMG and the muscles responded normally to electrical stimulation. Every single test came back perfect. The good news is we're not seeing any physical damage, the neurologist said on day 3. How is that good news? I asked. I still can't walk. Have you been under stress lately? She asked. Sometimes the body can manifest psychological stress in physical ways. You think I'm making this up? I said. No, I'm saying that conversion disorder is a real condition where emotional trauma can cause physical symptoms, she said. Your brain might be protecting you from something by shutting down your legs. My brain is fine, I said. I'm not traumatized. I just can't move. She suggested a psychiatric consultation, but I refused. She made notes in her chart that I could tell weren't favorable. The nurses started taking longer to respond to my call button after that. Mark brought my laptop so I could research on my own. I found dozens of stories of people with sudden paralysis who were told it was psychological when doctors couldn't find anything. Some of them spent years in wheelchairs before someone figured out what was really wrong. Others never got answers at all. A new doctor came by and asked about recent vaccinations or viral infections. I'd had a cold 3 weeks earlier, but nothing serious. He ordered different blood tests looking for rare antibodies. Those came back normal too, which seemed to personally offend him like I was wasting his time. We think you should try physical therapy, he said. Sometimes if we can retrain the neural pathways, the function returns. But you don't know why this happened, I said. The body is mysterious, he said. What matters is getting you walking again. The physical therapist was aggressively cheerful. She kept saying things like, let's see what we can do today, while manipulating my dead legs. She'd tell me to push against her hand and then act surprised when nothing happened, like I wasn't trying hard enough. I want you to visualize walking, she said. Really see yourself standing up. I'm paralyzed, not lacking imagination, I said. Attitude is important for recovery, she said, and made more notes. On day 5, a psychiatrist showed up even though I hadn't agreed to see one. He asked about my childhood and my marriage and whether I'd ever had anxiety. He used the phrase secondary gain, which meant he thought I was getting something out of being paralyzed. What could I possibly gain from this? I asked. Sometimes we're not conscious of our motivations, he said. I told him to leave. Mark started asking if maybe I should try the antidepressants they were suggesting. Even he was starting to doubt me. I could see it in the way he'd test my legs when he thought I wasn't watching, dropping things on them to see if I'd react. On day 7, they said they were discharging me. Nothing was physically wrong, so insurance wouldn't cover more hospital days. They'd arranged for a wheelchair and outpatient therapy. The neurologist gave me pamphlets about conversion disorder and functional neurological symptoms. So you're giving up, I said. We've run every test, she said. Sometimes the best thing is to go home and see if it resolves on its own. They wheeled me out and Mark drove me home in silence. He'd built a ramp to the front door and moved our bedroom to the ground floor. He'd accepted this was permanent or psychological or both. I was completely on my own now. That night I was Googling desperately when I found a forum post from someone with my exact symptoms. The doctors had said it was psychological for 2 years. Then she'd paid for a specialized scan not covered by insurance, and they found inflammation in her spinal cord so small, the regular MRI had missed it. She'd been paralyzed for 2 years being told she was crazy when the answer had been right there. She could walk now after the right treatment. She'd posted the name of the doctor who'd finally believed her. I called his office with shaking hands. The receptionist said he was booked for months, but when I explained my situation, she said to hold. The doctor himself got on the line. How long have you been paralyzed? He asked. 7 days, I said. Get here tomorrow, he said. Bring all your scans. We might have a very small window to figure this out before permanent damage sets in. Full story on the channel below.